Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to thank God for the new year. We are alive, yay! So this is a good, not a good video, not a bad one. Let's see, it's just there in the middle. So today's on third, and the year has just started, and I know like people have been having, expectations, things like that. And I saw someone saying somewhere that it's funny how people expect or people assume that when the year starts, then automatically it's just a new you. If you just assume that because it's a new year, it's a new you, it's not gonna really turn out well for you. So that, I don't know if it does apply to me, or I don't know if I was thinking that way, but I feel like when this year started, I didn't really have so much expectations. Okay, technically, I've never really had big expectations in every January, because it usually gets me at a point where I just don't know what kind of decisions to make. Yeah, that's weird. The way like people are usually so psyched up. Oh, it's January, I'm gonna write down my goals, blah blah blah. Funny enough, I usually write down my goals on, say, towards the end of the year, or I usually think about my goals or what I want to do for a new year towards, like, say, around September, October, around that time. That's when I usually like plan my new year. I think maybe because that's around my birthday, so maybe I'm wired towards like thinking I'm starting a new year on my birthday. So yeah, I wouldn't blame myself for that. So apparently, this year hasn't started very good for me, and anyone who, I've encountered some challenges, and anyone who like works online or works remotely, you understand how things can go if you're starting to have challenges with how you're receiving your payments. So but I don't wanna. At first I was like so down, and I thought maybe that feeling of when something bad happens and it's the beginning of a new journey, and they're just like, maybe the whole year is gonna be like that. But I just decided to be optimistic, because I mean the first week ain't over yet. So yeah, and then the fact that this year I didn't have so much plans. I remember writing on one of my socials that I'm not gonna really have so much expectations for this year, because I really don't know. I don't have a clear clue of what's gonna happen or what I want. Because one, I know that one thing I'm very sure about is that I'll probably go for an internship this year. Dates, I don't know. Month, I don't know. So you see, I think that's what's bringing in a lot of confusion, because at least if I could know exactly when, maybe I could be able to have myself around and just like probably I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. But the fact that I don't know anything, it explains everything. It explains the fact that I don't know what's gonna happen, or I'm not expecting so much. And I think maybe that's what has also added to my moods, because sitting somewhere and just not knowing what's gonna happen, and you're waiting on people to give you a way forward, it's kind of not a good thing. It's not something admirable. So just gonna sit and wait. Basically, that's my plan. Just sit and wait. It's not like I have something pressing somewhere that I'm supposed to be doing, or that I'm supposed to like, initially I used to have like deadlines, but I realized that the more you keep deadlines to yourself, the more you push yourself so hard, and you start blaming yourself if things don't really work out when those deadlines reach. And also it kind of adds to you having anxiety, I think, because putting deadlines to yourself, meaning it's like you put a barrier, an emotional barrier, no, a psychological barrier. Because say you are planning to like do something, let's say in the middle of the month, say around 15th, or yeah, whereabouts, and then it happens that you don't make it. So can you imagine how early you start thinking about the fact that you're not gonna make it at that particular date that you had? But by 10th, you will already be angry at yourself. You will already be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it by 15th. And you start blaming yourself. And you'll be like, I wish I could have done this well. I wish I could have not made this decision. And that's not good. Yeah, because sometimes we end up blaming ourselves so much and forget to realize or even observe the good things that go on in our lives, And sometimes even end up blaming God, and you'll be like, why did you not let this happen? And you forget that maybe 2 years or a year ago you were not where you were at that particular moment, and you can see that because you're so focused on looking at the things that you have not achieved, and you are not even appreciating the little ones or that you have achieved, which might be some steps towards maybe your main goal. So, and I read somewhere, I think was on someone's status, yeah, and it was a statement that was saying that sometimes when you're planning to be I'm not quoting the exact words, but it was something around that you want to be say you want to create wealth, or you want to be somewhere in life, and you're like, oh my god, let me use a good example. Okay, let me use like, say, somebody who wants to buy, I think if I use an example it will be easier to understand. Say you want to buy a piece of land somewhere, and you're like, you pray to God and you're like, I want to buy this by the time let's say you've not given yourself time, but just like, I want to buy myself this piece of land, and you're working towards it, and then let's say you were jobless at that time, and then you get a job which is probably paying you around, okay, most first jobs you get, if it's employment, it will range from I think 20k minimum, I'm not so sure. So let's say you get your first job, and then you're working so hard there, then let's say after 6 months you get promoted, or maybe you apply for another job elsewhere now because you have experience, they add you a salary kidogo, and then you're moving up the stairs slowly. Shit, the fuck. You're moving up the stairs slowly, yes, and you get angry because say you are like, every time you look at that piece of land, you're like, oh my god, I want this, and you get angry at yourself. You're like, I thought I would be having this by, let's say, a period of, let's say, 4 years or 5 years, but you forget that 5 years ago you did not have a job. 2 years ago or 3 years ago, you were not being paid the amount that you're being paid 2 years ago as compared to 5 years ago when you started a particular job. Forgetting that these are stairs, Yes, at the end of the day, if you keep on working and if you keep on climbing the stairs slowly, you will end up like reaching a place where you can have enough money to get your piece of land. But now you're angry at yourself because you do not have that piece of land immediately, not knowing that it's a preparation, like it's a road. So I think that's what I go with. And when I saw that statement, saying the way we blame ourselves, not knowing that we are slowly climbing the stairs towards our goals, but you're slowly concentrating on our failures. And then I was just like, okay, let me take things slow because I'm really prepared for something big, Yeah. And Sometimes you're not given the things you really wish for because you're not ready. What the fuck is wrong with this? My windows are open, and every time my windows are open, I keep having flies coming in, and it's so annoying. So that's it. Like, I'm hoping it turns out good. I'm hoping the days go by okay because it's still January. And I don't know what testimony I'll be giving towards the end of the year. But I pray that, oh God, yeah. I pray that's going to be a good testimony. Because you always wish for the good things. But whatever challenges come along, either to me or to you guys, I just hope that God helps us through and He leads us so that we don't like mess up, you know. It's so hard to mess up. So I know these clothes, I'm supposed to fold them and there are so many. I'm just so tired when I just look at them. But bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh my God, please. My YouTube channel is growing, and I've realized that almost 80% of you people are watching my videos and you're not subscribing. I mean, just show me some love. You don't pay anything. You just subscribe and then you just forget about it. You can, okay, not you can, but also like the video, because if you like my video, it's gonna be like recommended more to other people. Yeah, and share. See you guys in my next video. I hope the year takes us good so that I can keep posting nice videos. Today wasn't that good, but I'm holding on, and I hope you guys are holding on. And to anybody who's had the year started in a low note, it's okay. I mean, it's just the first week. Let's be hopeful, let's be optimistic, and I know the year's gonna be a good one. I have a feeling. Bye. See you next time.